This is a factory that produces smiling teddy bears, but the workers who make them never smile, so the teddy bears never smile either. One day, a little girl who should be happy wanted to buy a smiling bear. However, her smile slowly faded. It turned out that it wasn't just one bear that couldn't smile. None of them could, so the girl decided to buy other toys. From that day on, the smiling bears stopped being sold, yet the workers continued to work hard. The boss soon lost his temper and demanded to know why the bears had lost their smiles. It wasn't until one worker turned around that the boss finally understood the truth. The workers themselves couldn't smile. He looked at all the emotionless workers, then at the unhappy bear in his hand, and suddenly everything made sense. From that day on, the bears finally learned to smile, and the boss learned to smile too. A woman was shopping at the mall when she suddenly noticed a baby crawling into a claw machine. When she came to her senses, she realized the baby was her own child. Panicked, she started trying to use the claw machine to get her child out, but no matter how many times she tried, she failed. She could only watch helplessly as her hope slipped away, over and over again. When her wallet was almost empty, she finally managed to grab a doll, but just as the baby was about to be lifted out, it slipped and fell backward. At that moment, she completely broke down. She had only one coin left, so she put her last bit of hope into one final attempt. This time, she really grabbed the doll, but that night, as she looked at the doll instead of her child, she only felt regret. This man fell in love with a mirror. He took it everywhere he went, and even when eating, he would gently feed it. First, he said there was something on the mirror's face. When the mirror didn't respond, he smiled softly, then picked up a handkerchief and carefully wiped its surface. After dinner came their usual happy time. They played some games first, then went to the casino to enjoy the thrill of losing everything. Even when they were finally kicked out, they were still happy. As night fell, they relaxed together and watched the sunset. The mirror's reflection caught a passerby's eye, blinding him and causing the passerby to drive straight into the bushes.